Welcome back. Getting you the latest on the Donald Trump-related developments. Dhea is now joining in our special segment, Trump Watch.
Big headlines this morning, from high-stakes diplomacy in the Gulf to shifting U.S. policy at home. With billions on the table, sanctions in motion and lawsuits flying, a busy week is unfolding on multiple fronts. U.S. President Donald Trump kicked off his West Asia tour, securing a $600 billion investment pledge from Saudi Arabia, covering sectors like energy, defense and mining. Trump, touting the visit as a landmark in U.S. Gulf relations, went a step further, saying he expects the kingdom's total investment in the U.S. to eventually reach $1 trillion. President Donald Trump also said he would order the lifting of sanctions on Syria at the behest of Saudi Arabia's crown prince, in a huge boost for interim Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara as he seeks to stabilize a country shattered by war. Foreign Minister Assad al-Sharbani said he welcomed Trump's announcement, calling it a pivotal turning point for the Syrian people. Meanwhile, Trump also sent a stern warning to Iran. Speaking in Riyadh, he offered what he called a new path, but threatened massive maximum pressure if Iran rejects renewed nuclear talks. Let's listen into what he said.
I want to make a deal with Iran. If I can make a deal with Iran, I'll be very happy if we're going to make your region and the world a safer place. But if Iran's leadership rejects this olive branch and continues to attack their neighbors, then we will have no choice but to inflict massive maximum pressure, drive Iranian oil exports to zero, like I did before. If you know that, they were a virtually bankrupt country because of what I did. They had no money for terror. They had no money for Hamas or Hezbollah.
And the pressure is already on. The U.S. took a fresh step, seeking to curb Iran's oil revenues with sanctions on an international network that it said facilitates the shipment of millions of barrels to China, an effort by the Trump administration to further pressure Tehran while negotiating over its nuclear program. According to officials, the sales support Iran's military and its development of ballistic missiles and drones. In a speech, President Trump also voiced hope that Saudi Arabia will eventually recognize Israel, calling it a key step toward broader regional peace. Meanwhile, back in the U.S., the administration is tightening the purse strings. Harvard University is facing another $450 million in federal funding cuts, adding to the $2.2 billion slashed just last week. And lastly, a major legal challenge is brewing in the United States. 20 states, including California, New York and Illinois, have filed a lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security, accusing the federal government of illegally conditioning billions in funding on cooperation with immigration enforcement. The states argue the move oversteps congressional authority and are asking a federal court to block the policy. That's all we have for today. Now, back to you.
Dhea, thanks a lot for that. And